Good morning, dear students. Welcome to your English class. Today I'm going to summarize the poem Wandering Singers, written by Sarojini Naidu. She was known as a Nightingale of India. She was a leader of the Indian independence movement and a poet. All her poems have a musical quality and are full of rich, lifelike images. She wrote about nature, love, folk life, and patriotism. A small introduction for the title Wandering Singers. Wandering singers are a group of people who are traveling from one place to another in small groups. They travel from village to village and town to town singing songs. We can also call them folk singers as they sing about the rich heritage of India, its customs and traditions. They have a different outlook of life. They believe in universal harmony and spread the message of love wherever they go, giving hope to people. So here begins our poem, the first stanza. Where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet, through echoing forest and echoing street, with lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. All men are our kindred, the world is our home. So the wandering singers travel all over the world with the call of the wind. They spread the idea of universal harmony and love. They travel through the villages and towns singing enthusiastically, and the voice of their singing echoing in the villages and towns. They roam along playing the musical instrument lute. And what is a lute? Lute is a musical instrument like guitar. They consider the whole world as their, the whole world, and all the people throughout the world belongs to their own family. They won't, they won't reside anywhere permanently. They don't have a home and they just travel all the places singing and playing the instrument lute. Now, the second stanza. Our lays are of cities whose luster is shed, the laughter and beauty of women long dead, the sword of all battles, the crown of all kings, and happy and simple and sorrowful things. So, here in this stanza, we can see the theme of the songs of wandering singers. They sang about the shine or glory of cities which have faded away. They sing about the beautiful women who had lived long years back. They sing about the happiness of that women who had lived a fruitful life long years ago. They sing about old battles and the rules of kings and their glory they had made in their ruling periods. They sing about the past and present incidents. They sing about all the happy, simple, and sorrowful things. So, the songs of the wandering singers include all the stages of life in the past and in the present. Now, the third stanza. What hope shall we gather? What dreams shall we sow? Where the wind calls our wandering footsteps, we go. No love bids us tarry, no joy bids us wait. The voice of the wind is a voice of our fate. Here in this stanza, we can see the wandering singers have no hope and no hope and dreams in their life, and they wish to travel along the world singing songs by spreading joy and hope for the people who hear their songs. They again tell that they travel by the call of the wind. Wherever the wind calls them, they go. They have no relationships or commitments to anybody, so they won't stay anywhere longer. No joy is making a hindrance to their traveling. No joy bound them to stay in a place. The voice of the wind decides their fate. They just follow the commands of the wind. So here ends the summary of the poem. Now we need to go through the rhyme scheme of the poem. The last word of the first line is feet, and the last word of the second line is street. So they sounds almost similar. So we can put alphabet A for feet and A for street also. And now consider the third line. The last word of that third line is Rome, and the last word of the fourth line is home. So we can put the alphabet B for those two. Then if we go to the next stanza, we can see the last word of the first line is shed, and the last word of the second line is dead. They sounds almost similar, so we can put the alphabet C for those two. And the last word for the third line is kings, and the last word for the fourth line is things. They also sound similar, so we can put alphabets D for that. So now the rhyme scheme comes as AA, BB, CC, DD. So that's all about the poem Wandering Singers. I think now you are clear about the idea of the poem. So go through the poem many times and go through the meanings and all. So see you in the next class. Thank you. Goodbye.